Good morning everyone, how are we all doing today? So it's day 3 of my Madeira trip, and today we're going to the highest peak on Madeira, Pico Ruivo. We've driven up most of the way, so I think we've got about 300 metres of ascent, and our guide said it's not too steep, so hopefully he's telling the truth. Absolutely beautiful morning, as you can see. Very few clouds in the sky, although when we got up here it is actually a little bit cool, shall we say. Once we get going though, it should be fine. After we've been up to the top of the Pico Ruivo, I think we're heading to a forest called Lauressilva or something like that. It is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the forest, so hopefully there's something good to see there. But with the weather as it is, we should get some fantastic views from the top of Pico Ruivo. So I'll catch you when we get to the top. So as you can see, we're actually above the clouds. I think the peak is 1,800 odd metres. Yeah, I've seen a couple of these refuges on the way up. Obviously if the weather's bad or really bad, you can take shelter inside there. Yeah, I've seen a couple of these refuges on the way up. Obviously if the weather's bad or really bad, you can take shelter inside there. Yeah, that up there I believe is the summit of Pico Ruivo. That's where we're headed. Right, so we've got half a kilometre to the top of Pico Ruivo. Apparently this is the steepest section. Not been too bad too far, so far. Just been one or two little steep sections, that's all, but it's a very clear path and everything, you can't go wrong.
Ik lieve dat. Ik lieve dat.
Right, so we've made it to the summit of Pico Ruivo, the highest point in Madeira. I'll take you around, just have a look. It's 360 degree. As you can see, we're well above the clouds, and it is very busy. It's a bit like Manto on a weekend. There's some absolutely spectacular views, as you can see. And Right, so we got down back to the car park for Pico Ruivo. There is a cafe there and everything, toilets, so we stopped for some lunch. And we're now heading towards the Lauressilva forest, which I said is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, so we'll see what there is to see in there. Yeah, the first section of this forest, it's quite technical, going downhill. Got to mind your footing. Right, so we've done about 2 kilometres through the forest. Not really any views to see, not much. And then we've come down this ridge line here, and you come to a road. You can just about make it out in the background. Coming down into the clouds, and you come to this viewpoint. Unfortunately, as I say, we're coming into the clouds, so not too much of a view at the moment, as you can see.
Reality comes back, right?
But then over here, you can see that above those clouds,
I don't think it's
7 million years older than this one.
and
oh wow.
unfortunately the clouds are coming in over here, so
Something like that, yeah.
not much of a view, I'm afraid. Right, ladies and gents, I think we're not too far off the end of today's walk. First half of the walk up Pico Ruivo. Some absolutely stunning views up there, as you'll probably agree with me. I make no apologies again today for the amount of photos I've taken. I think it's well worth it. And the second half of the walk down through Lauressilva forest, not really any views, and we were coming down through the clouds, as it were, so any views that they could have been were partially obscured by the clouds, I'm afraid. But no problem, a very pleasant walk. The first part, or the first half of it, we were down through it quite steep in places and quite technical, and then the second half of the walk, it was basically on a forestry track, and then we just got a little section of road to get back down where we're going to get picked up and taken back to Santana. See the cars. Thoroughly enjoyed it today. It's been fantastic to get those views, and the forest walk, yeah, it was pleasant enough. Enjoyed, and luckily, because we were coming through the clouds, we weren't in the heat of the sun, as it were. I'm not sure how many miles we've done today. I think it's only probably about 7 or 8. Up on Pico Ruivo, we did get a sunshine, but then the second half down walking through the forest, not really seen much of the sun, but it's still been warm and stuffy. Anyway, that's about it. Back to Santana, and for some much needed refreshments and sustenance. Once again, please, if you've enjoyed the video, just hit that thumbs up icon, and think about subscribing to the channel if you've enjoyed the video. There will be more content coming soon. Not sure what we're doing tomorrow, but we shall see you then.